Been a couple days, so I thought we'd take a look at this Caspa price chart here, see where we're at. You can see right on that 618, we have bounced perfectly right off that 618. Okay, we're going to dig in here, look at some RSIs here in a second. I'm going to come over here. The petahash still up around 50. Pretty impressive there, for sure. If we go over to the top addresses here, we ended up actually losing one humpback here. It's going to show you that here as soon as it adds up here. But the last 7 days, we've actually lost two. All right, it's down to 7, minus 22.2%. If you go back here, you can see there the numbers, see 9 on the humpback there. And if you bring it down to today, we're down to 7. So obviously a few people taking some profits. That's, I always say that, I learned the hard way a few years ago. If you're in profits, it never hurts to take some off the table. Okay. If you like, if you're in the green, put a few, take a few bucks off there. It's a hard lesson to learn, especially if you went through what I went through. But that was in the bull run when I went through that. I kept thinking the stuff was going to go higher and higher, and then yeah, I learned the hard way there. But anyway, all right, let's move on here. Take a look at the bubbles. The hex doing pretty decent today. Of course, it's one of them things up and that thing is very up and down. Trust Wallet, Injective, Rune, kind of a mixed bag out there today. Let's take a look at Caspa. Here we go. 41st. Down, or it's either up or down one more. For number 41, $988 million market cap, 14.8 in volume. Over on Coin Market Cap here, you can see volume is up 14.25%, 14.8 million. It's about what it was at the other day when I did a video, right around 15 million bucks. $990 million market cap. What was that on the bubbles? I just want to see. 988, pretty close. 988, 990. Yeah, all right. Down 0.15% for the day. I want to show you some stuff that's going on here in the market first, because a few big things going on out there. Number one, Bitcoin here. It's not Bitcoin dominance. There we go. Look at this thing. All right, broke through that 786. We showed that the other day. Broke through that 52. That target for this thing is up at 54. So we'll see if it gets there. We have the 8 hours right at the top. The 12-hour is at the top. The daily still going up. All right, so this thing could have a push right up to that. What is that? 54. I said 54. Yeah. The weekly still going up. So as long as it holds, this blue line here, then it's still in an uptrend technically. Okay, higher highs and higher lows. We just got a higher high. So Bitcoin dominance up to 52%. That's crazy. Never thought I'd see it that high again. Absolutely nuts. Bitcoin itself, all right. You can see what was I doing here earlier? Oh, okay. I was looking at the pullback from down here. I always say that's that 786. If you're looking at a coin for a pullback, all right, this is the Fibonacci retracement. This is on the weekly, all right. This is the big time frame here. This is Bitcoin from 2021 right here to the whole way to present day, all right. But if you're I'm always looking, to get in at a decent price. If I'm looking at a coin and I'm looking to get in, if it comes down to that 786, all right, I'm going to get this right on there. There you go. That's 786. That is always a great buying opportunity, man. If you see a coin hit the 786, that's always a very good spot to get in. Obviously, it went down a little bit past that, but you can see the bounce it's got ever since. Right? If you would have got in as 786, and that goes for anything, any coin. Coin token, whatever. It's up 64% from that 786 down there, so not too shabby. All right, but Bitcoin itself, the weekly is still going up, still bullish. All right, the daily Still heading up. 12-hour right at the top. Now that weekly, I can't believe it. I watch a few YouTubers out there. I have seen nobody talking at all. Maybe I'm just crazy. There was a one, two, three, four, five right in here. Okay, so yeah, that was definitely in there. But I can't believe that nobody else. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm just nuts. Can see anything like this, or anybody's even talked about it. That's what I've been talking about with Caspa too, with that 5 waves down. If this does not come out and if it keeps showing resistance there at this level and doesn't take out this wave, this height of wave one, then this could very well play out. No question about it. You can see how it's respected it so far. It hasn't taken out that or violated that wave one at all. All right, so we'll see what happens with Bitcoin. Overall, this thing needs to break above the 32,000 bucks. If we can get above that, then this market will really get going here. Another thing, the Dixie. This is on the weekly here. I want to show you gold too, because gold has really done a run here. Okay, that Dixie is, what's it up to, the 50% here. Still looking for it to get up to 108. The weekly is right at the top. The daily, it's rolling over actually a little bit here. You can see it did a little pullback. Looks like it wants to push back up. But look at the monthly. The monthly is reset. And what I've seen a lot of times happen, believe it or not, this blue line right here, I've seen it happen a bunch of times, especially going short on something. It'll come up and hit that blue line and then roll over, which is right up near that 786. So that Dixie, obviously for Bitcoin to shoot higher, this thing's going to have to be rolling over. Gold, look at this. We called the bottom on this thing perfectly. What do we got here? Where are we at on the weekly? Look how this thing has busted through that resistance line right there. We called this ABC. Absolutely perfect. We nailed the bottom on it. A, B, C. If you would, I don't know if any of you guys got in down here when we were calling this bottom or not, but if you did, I see this thing heading for a new all-time high. What's it got to take out? 2082, I believe, is gold's high in here. Somewhere around there, 2084, something like that. But the weekly is heading up. The monthly is actually turning back up again. You can see it on the bottom there. See it turning up. So keep your eye on gold. This thing's been flying the last week. It's up, well, including last week actually. This is Wednesday, but including last week, this thing is 6.5%. That's a lot for gold. It came down here and hit that bottom at 18, whatever we were calling down there, 1807, 1806, something like that. And it's back up 1950. It's up $27 today. So let's go down. Any other thing poking out here? Total market cap without Bitcoin is up 266 million. Look at that weekly rolling over there. We definitely don't want to lose. Where's the monthly at? Monthly's coming down. Daily. Look how it's just going sideways in here. Look at this. Just not doing a whole lot at all. Messing around, right around that previous 2017 high here. If we put a line in here, you can see this thing. Actually, it'd be right up here, right there. Hate to see it lose that. Is that about $500 million? Hate to see it lose that. It's 500 billion. I'm sorry, not million. It's about 11 billion from losing that line. Now let's take a look at Caspa here, guys, because got some stuff to go over here with this thing. All right, first off, let's get that out of there. talked about that. That was the breakout through the upside of this wedge. Now this is on the weekly here. All right, you can see on the bottom here, weekly wants to turn back up here. All right, which could very well happen. Let's go through this here. Number one, we're gonna put this on the daily. We're gonna get this off here. Okay, I want to show you here because I zoomed in on this. When I did that video the other day, I was including this wick in here, which I should not have done. All right, 0.0480. Okay, you can see right here. See how it's just holding right on there, and see how we got rejected right here from that line. All right, regardless of anything, we need to overtake that area. Okay, this thing needs to bust above it. Number one. Then number two is we have to get back into trend. Okay, we got to break back in there. All right, is that possible? We have that daily still coming up. All right, it's at a 65 and a 44. The weekly is correcting the 12-hour right at the top, but it wants to curve back up. You know, look here. See how that's curving back up again? All right, not real high down there either. It's at a 55. The 8-hour is at a 58. Okay, and the 4-hour is actually turning back up. All right, see it here? All right, boy, oh boy. Real good possibility we break above this and get back up in between these two zones right here, here and here. You know, from what I'm seeing here with this thing now, if we can obviously get back up into this trend, that would be huge. All right, let me open this up here. All right, let me go out to the daily. There we go. You know, if we can break back above this and get back into trend up here, that would be absolutely huge. All right, now, is there a resistance line right here or not? Let's look at the 12-hour here. I mean, they're probably, you know, if we get up there, there probably will be one, I would imagine. But anyway, to get, if we break above this line, then this will take out any kind of notion of this happening. 1, 2, 3. This fourth wave is still in effect here. These closing candles and a fifth wave down. All right, these candles, especially on the daily. All right, we've had wicks, but we have had no closing candles above this area here yet. Okay, it has violated this wick right here, but it did not close. It closed way up here. Okay, so wicks don't mean anything. The closing candles is what we got to keep an eye on here. We need a closing candle to actually take out that price level right there. Okay, 0.0483 right there. If we can get a closing candle above that, that's going to take out the 5 waves down here. But there's a resistance level right here we got to take out first at 0.0480. Okay, if we can take out this area, I believe we have a good chance of getting back up here. Number one is that daily is still heading up. The 4-hour is just starting back up. It looks like it wants to make another run at this here. All right, the 8-hour is curving back up here on the RSI, and the 12-hour is curving back up here, and it still has some room to come up. So very, very good chance we break above this. Just been kind of stalling out here the last few days. Not a whole lot going on here. I'm seeing if there was maybe a 1, 2, you know, some kind of wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heading up here, but there's not. Okay, these are both equal lengths in here, this end and this end here. So, oh, excuse me, nothing like that going on in here. So that is the main thing right now. We have to break above this price area. 0.0480. Number one is taking that out and then getting back up into trend here. All right, just not been doing that. It's been getting rejected here. Obviously made a run up, got rejected. It's making a second run up there now. We'll see if we break it, guys. All right, thank you very, very much, guys. I will talk to you very soon. Hopefully next time we talk, we are back up above this price area, and we can talk about heading up All right. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.